So students, friends, colleagues, welcome to the second term. I hope you've had a good break. I do need to brief you on some of the big decisions that have been taken at our strategic retreat a couple of weeks back. We are building towards the culmination of our centenary campaign in 2022 when Wits will be 100 years. We will be launching a major fundraising campaign, the bulk of which would be dedicated to a student endowment fund. As you well know, Jacob Zuma's concessions in 2017 pays for all those with a family income of less than 350,000. But we have a real challenge for the missing middle. Everybody above 350,000 but too poor to pay for their education, and there is no scholarship scheme that they immediately qualify for. They do not qualify for NSFAS, and we do have to find a systemic solution to that challenge. While government explores that systemic solution, we're putting into place some mechanisms on our own. And we are looking at a student endowment fund, part of which will be invested by our Frankenwald investment. Frankenwald is a piece of land between Waterval Estate and Alexandra. We've entered into a partnership for its development. It will have housing for poor people, housing for middle class people and commercial companies in this mixed neighborhood. And much of the income that we derive for it will go to a student endowment fund, which will be directed to funding missing middle students. The second big intervention we're making is on the accommodation front. At the moment, as many of you know, we have about 6,250 beds, but we have a demand for about 14,000 beds from students who come to Wits University. We do have supply. There is many beds provided by private service providers in Braamfontein, but obviously we require resources to finance students in that accommodation. And in a sense, what we're going to be looking towards is increasing in our primary residences, the Wits residences, the number of first-year students. These are our most vulnerable students. In 2013, only 12% of our beds were dedicated to first-year students. Currently, it's 28%. This is truly unacceptable that our most vulnerable students do not have access to our primary Wits residences on campus. And so, in the next 2 years, we're going to increase the number of first-year students in Wits's primary residences from 28% to 50%. That means most senior students will be required to go to residences by private service providers in the Braamfontein area, and we will be accrediting those residences. We have a full system of accreditation coming into play. They will be looking at all of those residences. We'll accredit them and indicate which of those residences are appropriate for our senior students. May I wish you a good second term. Study hard, enjoy whatever Wits offers, and I'll speak to you again at the beginning of the third term.